Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm your host, Quantum Tater. Quantum Tater, say hello. You're gonna suffocate out here. Yeah, we're back. Episode 70. Last time we did a little ore hunting around our wonderful lake thing, and I started this off screen. I decided to go with the whatever this thing is called for life of me. I just brain farted it. The core, or the bore, not the core. I decided to get this started and get it going. All I have really is a cockpit, one battery, and the big engine on the back. So far, I haven't really finished much. I did a couple of runs to get some iron. I've just been hydromining over there for the iron right now. So, let's go ahead and get inside while we have a moment. I found that if you get too close to that door, it doesn't open. And I've also found if you stay too close to this door, it doesn't open. So like now this one will open. So if I move just to right about here in front of this and I press the button, then it opens. I don't know what that is. If you'll see in here, I've put our med packs in this. We're gonna go ahead and grab some of this for her. I probably need at least one snack. Nope, not all 10. I just need, let's grab 2 of these guys. Oh good. I hear my friends outside. Go home. Leave me alone. They can't come through the walls, right? Is that accurate? Do we know the answer to that question? Anyways, I'm gonna have to go take care of this because I can't listen to that. All right. Now, that was a bit excessive. 12% fill value. I feel like 12% isn't as much as I think it is. So, Chad said, build a pipeline for the iron mine, make sure it's tall enough to drive under instead of having to go all the way around it. I agree with that. Fog can reduce wind turbine speeds and solar panel output, so that's good to know. Now that I've got spider spawning, get in the practice of building interior turrets at the roots or other structures long enough for spiders to spawn. Turret range doesn't need much. It's 150 meters, and it should give them plenty to think about. I'm almost out of ammo on this bad boy right here. That'd be a terrible mistake to find out later in life. Let's go ahead. Ooh, lag spike. Hello, lag spike, please. What is going on right now? I think I'm frozen. I think I'm frozen. Alright, lag spike. That was weird. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves. We just want 3. That should be enough. And then I can reload. Alright, so go ahead and open that up. There's no reason to have it closed. So yeah, interior turrets. Let's go ahead and grab a few of these. Put one on either side. Do that. I think you're right. Why is this? Maybe it has nothing to do with the distance with which I'm, and everything to do with, I don't know. It seems to work just fine here. I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and slap you. Oh, these are all half blocks. Regret. That's an excellent place for this. And then go ahead and do that. Go over here. And I think I was welding up this guy right here. And then we need one forward thrust, which is that guy right there. We need one side thrust this direction, that guy right there. And the reason I'm doing that, I'll tell you, is specifically because if we do that, then I will be able to very easily if we do that, I'll be able to easily do something. I don't know. I don't have the interior plates for this. That seems weird. Okay. So now that I've just completely lost train of thought, as one does, how do I not have interior? Oh, I do. I totally have interior plates. Okay. 8. Stick you right here. That's not what I wanted to do. Four motors. All successful. Okay, now we need, what do we need? We need ammo for that. What does the interior plate ammo look like? Let's see. Come over here. Get a couple interior plates down. This is a suggestion from both Chad and Clyde. Clyde said, nice little starter base. Good idea about bed lights. Never thought about that. I believe target characters is like robot, is any kind of bugs. What do interior turrets use? They use these guys? Pistol magazine or... I don't know what interior turrets use. Destroyed explosives, handheld pistol, interior turret. Interior turret's large. Okay, oh, I've already have ammo. Well, would you look at that? Just look at it. That's perfect. That means I can just come up here really quick. Can check that's my rocket launcher. I don't need that right now. Close that. Go here. Let's grab, I didn't need 100 of those. Let's grab 20. That's a perfect amount. So now we come over here. We say, we do 10. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and stick that on, and we're going to say... Target meteors, I guess. Target rocks, I guess. Small ships, blah, blah, blah. Characters, neutrals. I think they're neutrals. I don't know. We're just going to leave it default and see how that works. Copy all. Come over here. Copy here. Paste. We turn this and we say front interior turret. Perfect. Ah, wrong button. Do that right there. 10. There we go. All right, we got ourselves some turrets down to handle the business. Anyways, as I was saying, Clyde asked if the interior, man, my brain is so not working. Basically asked if the Doom Hall is what I mean when if the Doom Hall is what it is to run out of everything at the bottom of the hole and fall to your death. No hydrogen, no electricity, no. And then he said he's surprised I haven't made a Doom Hole yet with my propensity to die. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Kind of rude. Whatever. It is what it is. So let's see. I think I have a Bob on the anchor, but I didn't want to use Bob. What just happened? What literally what just happened? And why did that happen? What is going on? Also, that battery placement's terrible. That's going to get nuked. Okay, well. I just need one of these functional, so I guess we'll... Ugh, goodness gracious. All right, what else do we got? And then John said it's coming on. I like the idea. The subsection's piped. Could have a large ice mine, O2H2 generators, hydrogen engines to power the base. Could also supply the water for the farm. That's true. As far as Bob's collecting spider meat, Bob used to collect the other crap that bugs and animals drop, so maybe he will collect the spider meat. I could turn him on and find out. Um, I talked about like sort of the because he said now comes the grind, and I've been thinking about how to do the filming proper of this, like what the best way to do this is because me like welding this up in time lapse, cool, that's easy enough, right? Like that's not a big deal. I can get that done. But um, me really quick. How come none of my stuff is here? That's really obnoxious. Switch lock. Normally when you have these things, let's see if this works. Um, bore ammo thrust off on. I know that we have this. I need steel plate. I need steel plate, steel plate, steel plate, steel plate. Normally, interior plate. Okay. Normally, what I was saying. Normally, when like this part is, it is super slow. It's a slow process getting everything done, and um, so it's kind of a wonky. Like, what do I like? How do I do this in between? How do I do all the things I need to do, kind of thing. And so in that space, because of that, like, oh hey, it's the battery. I didn't realize I got this welded up. Um, in that space, the question kind of is basically that, like, what if we? I think I've got enough to weld this thing together. Okay, we're gonna fly this thing over and pick up some iron in this space. By not being able to, like, not knowing whether or not I need to, like, should I time lapse the whole thing? Should I build the whole thing and then like you show it? So I had kind of two thoughts. One, I do like the layout, and then I walk around the layout and show you my thinking if I'm not talking through it as I go. And then my second thought process would be that I um, I talk to you guys about like, okay, well, if we do all of those things, and then like, oh, what happens? Like, what do we do? What's next? What's the next piece of? So like, what's the next thing, I guess? And then like, I walk through all the layout, and then I do like a time lapse of me welding it all up after the parts have been built. And that's kind of the weird thing because you're not only waiting for me to lay stuff out and engineer, you're also waiting for me to uh oh, come on, get up please. You're also waiting on me to like process my ideas and all that stuff like that, and then you're waiting for parts to be cobbled together, and that's not always, like, that takes a long time. It's the start of the game, right? Like the game start is always the slowest. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just it's what it is. It's the nature of the beast is that the game start is always slow. And because we are starting from effectively nothing, like I'd say the next step after now that we have this guy started, we get this guy built up, and I get him all welded up, and I produce everything, which I'm trying to get. Oh my gosh, I'm failing miserably to get anything into the cargo container, which is stupid. What a stupid problem to have. Um, So we do that. We get all this thing taken care of. We get this filled up, and then we build the industrial complex because we're going to need all the parts. We're going to need the parts for everything. So that's the next big thing we've got to do. We got to have the parts to get everything kind of done. And this is a great transport for just transporting stuff. This is an excellent use of this unfinished thing. It's a little fast little buggy. And that's kind of where I've been thinking, like what I want to do. And so I was talking to John kind of about that, and he was like, honestly, he doesn't mind a bit of both. Time lapse is good. Sometimes the madness behind the build is good. Um, Off-screen build, why bother mining and grinding when you could just go into create creative? And this is kind of my thought. If I just go into creative mode and I just like flush everything out, like I'm just going to build everything up, and I do that, then like, how do you know that I did it? Like you don't 100% know that I did it. Not that I'm ever like, oh guys, I totally built this entire thing, and like I'm like I would never lie. Like, but if you don't see me lay all the parts out and do a little bit of work, I could just be like, hey, I pasted this in. Like I could have just pasted in the bore and been like, oh, I built this off screen, but like I didn't want to do that, but I also wanted to get the freaking blueprint set up because I had it set up in a really weird situation earlier and it was frustrating me. So, um, we've got this guy doing that. So that's kind of been my thinking. I don't know what the right answer is to any of that stuff. Or even if there is a right answer to any of that stuff. Like maybe the right answer is there's not a right answer, which is possible. I mean, who knows? So what I'm thinking is we're going to time lapse this. I'm just going to grab all the steel plates that I can. We're going to get everything built up that I can that's steel plate required, and then after I do that, we'll come back. So that's my thoughts. That's my plans. We'll see how we do. And yeah, you guys let me know if there's a way you prefer to see this stuff done. This is dumb right here. I didn't realize I put a battery directly in front of those guys, and so I have some interesting problems to deal with that I didn't know about. And that's okay. Everything is okay. Just got to be careful. The more blocks as I build like this, the harder it is for me to see all the things I need to see, like building that thruster right there and building this guy up. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get all these things put into production. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And then we're just going to crush it out. So yeah, I'll pick you up here in a second and we'll see how we get on. And I also might Hydroman over to that unknown signal. I haven't decided. See, the problem with Bob is I don't necessarily think Bob can hit this grid, but I guess he can. So that's nice. Me and Rover Bob are going to work on this together with less volume that he's currently got. Let's do 2. There we go. And then, you know, I know there's a mod for it, but I don't have it. What do we need? We're just going to need tons of everything. So let's just do this. Oh, I'm getting very suspicious lag spikes. I don't love it. I'll tell you that right there. I do not love it. It is my least favorite thing. Small steel tubes, really? That's weird. I have tons of those. Oh, let's see. The right side. Left is port. There's no port left, so right is green. Hey, it saved the thing. That's always good. It's always good to see that my things sort of did what they're supposed to do. It's interesting what Bob is prioritizing. All right. Alrighty, well I'm irradiated once more. Even though I probably shouldn't be. Let's... Oh, toxic haze, yeah, there you go. Although it looks like it's just passed. I don't know that it's still doing it. It says I'm missing armored blocks, but I don't see... Wow, I see. I do see where. Look at that. Alright, let's get these things welded up. Okay. Now. Somehow that's damaged. Okay, so now in theory, the B.O.R.E battery should be all of these. Including this, we save. Atmo. The B.O.R.E Atmo thrust should be all of those. Including that. And we save. What else? The belly mags should all be this guy and save. The drills should be the drills. They're saved. Good, good, good. We have Flatmo's not connected. Or not welded up. Where? Oh yeah, look at you. Just unwelded. Alright. Okay, so I think the B.O.R.E is complete. I do need to fix... The one thing I need to fix... which we can do really quick. We're going to do this. We're going to lock this down. We're going to turn this guy off. And I believe it is this guy right here. We're going to knock that spot out. And then what we're going to do... Oh, there's an engine right there too. So yeah, we're just going to knock that guy out. So that it doesn't get torched. And honestly, we probably could like... Oops, my bad. Oh, but I see something else that's not finished. See, a couple things not finished. Is that finished? Is that finished? Okay, those are finished. So aside from these guys, why did that not? Oh, that's welded. Okay, I was gonna say we could have a cool like exhaust port here, but we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna turn these back on, and we're gonna say you get this guy welded back up, this guy welded up, this guy welded up. Same over here. I want to knock this guy out. Is this guy's not welded at all, right? It's not welded at all. Okay, perfect. That's what you want. No, 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 no. Stop it. Okay. Same with this guy. This guy's done over here, right? We haven't... Okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I need to label this. What did we call this? This is just the B.O.R.E Mark 1, yeah. So we need to come here, info. We're going to say B.O.R.E MKI. That's what this is. Oh. MKI. Do that. And then we are going to come here. We're going to type in B.O.R.E. We're going to replace. And then what we need to do is now we need to event controller this bad boy, and we need to make sure all the things are set up. So batteries, lights, that's off, those are off. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So now I should, in theory, be able to take this off, land, and lock it down. Oh, I have to do the connector. Has to be this guy, add block, and then we can lock her down and everything should shut off, but it didn't. That's fun. Why didn't that work? B.O.R.E atmospheric thruster, there's still one more that is not counted. thruster's not finished. Do we have... That one's finished. Those two are finished. 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 Come over here. We got finished, 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 finished. Which one's not finished? I don't... Does it say which direction's not finished? Atmo. It looks to be a reverse thrust. So one of the pointy backwards fellows is not complete. That doesn't seem right. Is it... You're complete. You're complete. Is it you up here? I honestly don't know. That's weird. I also don't know why. Okay, so locked. It didn't show the engines off either. Ring controller. So we got a weird thing happening, and this is honestly, I think my save may be cattywampus. Is honestly what I think. So let's do this. Let's undock this guy. Let's fly up for a second. Let's go to projector. We're gonna get this guy. We're gonna blueprint. I thought we were done. That's not gonna work. Light panel. O2 collector. Okay, where's the other reverse thrust? That's the thing we're missing, and I don't know why we're missing it. Projector. It says we're missing what? Are we missing? Oh, we don't have that blueprint anymore, so... Projector. Oh, nope. Light panel incomplete. Atmospheric thruster. Reverse. Backwards atmo. Backwards atmo. That doesn't make any sense. The light panel, I think, is just right there. It is. So that's cool. Reverse thrust. Reverse thrust. You appear to be complete. You are. Oh, there you are. That guy right there. Okay. Let's turn this guy that he's on, but... Okay, projector. This is where not having this set up properly is a thing. It's a whole problem. It's a process, really. A projector, B.O.R.E projector. Oh, you know what we need to do? Let's go ahead and turn off Rover Bob, because Rover Bob's going to get us in trouble while I try to figure out why this projector is being the way it is. Rover Bob is definitely, we're glad Rover Bob is off, because this feels like it's wrong, right? You know, like it feels like it's not right. That's okay. We'll figure it out. So once I get that sorted, I'll come back. Bear with me for a second. We're going to go into creative just for a few seconds. I'm pretty sure I messed up the B.O.R.E projector. Oh, you dumb human. Let's see if that... Hey, it's just this guy now. Okay, perfect. We're going to turn this back off. Cradle mode is turned off, as we see. Okay, perfect. Now, I should be able to come here, and I can say projector. I can blueprint the B.O.R.E, and it actually is the B.O.R.E projector, which is what you want. And then making sure projector... It's still not working right. What the f... Oh, because I've only buildable. Show only buildable. Okay, we don't need that. Ah. Okay, I've got it right now. I officially have it corrected. That was stupid. That was a dumb problem to have. So what had happened basically? The long and the short of it is that the um, the long and the short of it is that I had blueprinted the thing while it was on my on my on my base. So projector should be keep projection. We have half block, 3 armor blocks. So now, in theory, oh my god, please get out of that view. In theory, we have effectively completed the bore. Oh my goodness, that was so much extra work that didn't need to be. Truly a marvel of all technologies. One block is remaining. I don't know where that block is. Let's go look at everything. All the stuff is functioning, so that's good. Let's see if we can't scout that armor block that is apparently doesn't exist on myself. Where did I weld you up? I didn't weld you up, I guess. Ah, there we are. Perfect. Hey, projector complete. Good grief. Okay, now we have the event controller set up. It should be that all the atmospheric groups, let's see, this should be atmospheric thrusters will turn off and then on. 3, ore detector off on, lights off on, batteries set to recharge, and then set to auto, enable auto, and then turn that off, turn that on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, when I bring this down for a frickin' landing, we should be able to lock down and turn everything off. We've turned it all off. Why is it not turning off our atmospheric thrusters? Bore thrust. Whoop. Oh, goodness. I'm just having all sorts of problems, guys. This is... Now, we lock down. Why won't it turn these thrusters off? What is going on with this event controller, dude? Connector locked unlocked. The bore connector, remove that guy. Maybe that's the problem. Hey! Good grief. There's no reason that should have been that big a deal. Sorry about that, fellas. Now that it's corrected, we can come in here. I'm standing well past that door. Let's see if it opens at first try or if it just has to be pressed twice. It doesn't have to be pressed twice. We're going to take a nap, guys. I'm going to do a nice little... oh, we can't look at the outside view. We can go over here and sit and then... Oh, okay. So, we've got our bore connected. This is what I wanted to do. Now, we can obviously transport some goods back and forth from our iron mine, but we need to get that started out. So here's what I'm going to do. Actually, what do we got? We're at 51 minutes. This is a weird one. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to take off from here. Do we have anything in the inventory? We should have nothing in our inventory except for human inventory. So here's what I want to do. Here's my theory, my thoughts, my woes, my needs. I want to kind of dig out some of this area over here. It looks like I built this wrong. I didn't, but it looks that way for sure. I'm going to dig out some of this area for sure because I want to get... I want to get this base started up. So here's the problem, guys. Not the problem. Here's an unforeseen set of circumstances I didn't expect to be happening as it is happening in this moment. So for all the uninitiated, I am having shoulder surgery. I haven't really talked about it, I don't think. Well, I did kind of in streams, but I haven't really talked about it here. But I got to get my shoulder fixed. I got a frozen shoulder from a super manly task and not walking my dog or something silly or reaching for something on a high shelf. No, I was fighting a bear. I wanted to see if I could win against a gorilla, and I did, but I hurt my shoulder. And so I've answered the question, who would win one tater versus 100 gorillas, and it was me. the one tater. But in doing that, I have injured my shoulder in a way. And the reason this is important is because I believe I'm going to get this episode out for Friday. This is obviously going to come out Friday. I might get a recording done before Tuesday, but my surgery is on Monday, which also happens to be another cycle, lunar cycle for a certain human. Me, me. I'm the human that the cycle is. So what does that mean? That means stockpile on when undocked, and I want stockpile off when undocked. And then we'll do, I don't really need a stockpile at all for that thing because oxygen tanks are oxygen tanks. Anyways, what does that mean? That means basically exactly what you think it means, in that I am going to have to figure out if I can do Tuesday. That's my thought. If I can get Tuesday done, I will definitely put an episode on Tuesday. And then based on how I feel and how slingy I am, I may not get to put out Fridays. I may have to go on hiatus. Or it has been suggested by my fiancée that I do a hilarious thing and I basically try to play Space Engineers with a controller and say like, oh, what happens when you try to use a controller? Why are we out of juice? Something's wrong. I don't know what's going on, but that's not cool. Heavy overload. Really? Heavy overload? All the batteries are set to auto, right? Heavy overload? I've never experienced that before. What does that mean, heavy overload? Are we too heavy? Well, I don't really know what this means. So, continuing my story. So the question will be, try to do I try to record with one arm? Do I do a little mini series where I try playing Space Engineers on the computer with a controller? I've never used a controller for this game. I hear it's a fascinating experience. Kind of the ideas we're thinking about, and this is something you guys can leave comments if you would please do so. Um, Obviously, I'm not going to not take a hiatus if it means the best for my recovery and health and capabilities and stuff, but that's kind of what I've been thinking about right now. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and get this. What is happening here? Stop it. Uh-oh. I think I've glitched myself. Okay. Something's going on. I don't know what that is. Very odd. Turn this guy off. Turn this guy off. Grid offline. Why is the grid offline? Something's going on. Something is definitely happening. Large battery. Nope. Battery. Okay, well, so we have no batteries. That is not what you want to see. I'm gonna go get the supplies for 2 batteries, and we'll see if we can get this thing home, because we're kind of we're in a little bit of a pinch, as they might say. I can't even pull the stuff out of the drill. Are you kidding me right now? What is happening? All right, let's go get ourselves 2 batteries, little baby ones. Put them on the thing. Hopefully, get this thing over here and get it on charge and all of that fun stuff. Yeah, this is an experiment. This is an experience. Do I have 2 batteries in my inventory? Nope, I need one more. Beautiful, okay. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I didn't think, I mean, been charging a little bit. I thought that would be enough, but apparently no. Or all, hmm. Space Engineers has been running really quite terribly for me. Oh, that's not good. Um, hmm. 4 batteries. Okay. This is a new problem I didn't expect to run into, so I'm enjoying the dumb puzzle, I guess. Now I have to build another ship to go pick up that ship. What is going on here? 3. Oi. You see how it gets you off guard. Anyway, so yeah. If you guys can let me know in the comments what you think, would me trying to play Space Engineers on a controller be funny? Would it be worth it, or should I just take a break for a week or two? I think it would be at most 2. I'd love to say I know exactly how long it's gonna take. I don't know. I don't know the answer to it because I don't know what it exactly entails. Let's see, where can I get this thing? There we go. I guess that's what's going to have to happen right there. We're going to have to hopefully recharge the batteries. Or maybe, do we have enough now? There's the question. Do we have enough now, B.O.R.E batteries, to come off recharge? And what is going on? Man, this thing is angry. It is not happy with its life. Well, at least I can get the most amount of sun, I guess. And maybe we can get this thing to recharge some. So in the event of that, that's fun. This has been an experiment in futility. So we got the B.O.R.E finished. That's great. Good news. Good news for all things B.O.R.E related. I don't know. I don't know. I do know we're currently recharging, and that's fun. I can't believe the batteries are that dead. That seems outlandish, if I'm being honest. I would not have expected that to be the case, but here we are. The case is made. Yeah, that's an idea. I've got an idea. We're gonna go get the rover, I guess, because we need to offload the ice. So I might as well put the ice in the rover, and then we can let the B.O.R.E charge while the rover's taking all the ice home. Jeez, this is silly. Yeah. Thank you for that, Janet. You know, now that I've put the little interior turrets up, I've not seen a single, what do you call it? I've not seen a single spider. Just saying. That's a thing. That's real. Um, Anybody want to take a guess at how irritated I am by that outcome? Cool. Give me some of these, please. Give me the beat, boys. Why are we not making... Are we out of iron? No way. We are not out of iron. Are we really out of iron? That doesn't seem right. Are you kidding? Ah! Okay, well, let's... Disassembly, let's do 10 of these, please. Just so I can make some steel plates so I can finish this stupid thing. What a dumb... What a dumb... I don't love it. I don't love it at all. good news is it's just, it's just parts. No big deal. Um, well, that happened, so that's fun. I love it. I love everything about it. We definitely did deserve some level of frustration for that. I'm surprised. How is that thing not charged? Ah, that is what it is. So, anyways, yeah, let me know. I'm thinking I can't even play this with a mouse and keyboard. I don't know that me playing with a controller is good for my own personal sanity, but it could be really funny for you guys. Um, and I kind of want to lay out. I think so. Obviously, we finished the board in this one, which is it's good to have the tool finished. And I'm gonna skip. I'm probably gonna time lapse as much of that as possible. But I think it'll be good to have something. It'll be good to reasons, stuff, things. I don't know. I'm at a loss here. I'm bewildered by the dumb that has occurred in this last few bits. The computer's running slower than it normally does, which is alarming and frustrating all in the same breath. I don't know why that is. It just is that is. So if I can get in here and take off as much of this crap out of this guy as possible, maybe we eat some food. And yeah, I want to lay out the base for this. My idea is to make this like a big pit. Um, so we'll make this a um, huge pit around this thing. Inside of it, I want to have like iron mines running like sort of collected to each other. And then maybe some ice mines on the side, something like that. I don't know. It'll look neat, I think. I think it'll be cool to see. I don't have all of the answers just yet. You can have that. Um, and keep eating kelp crisps because that's what I do now. I'm just a monster for kelp crisps. I go cuckoo for kelp crisps. Kelp, 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 kelp. All right, so we've gotten all this ore out of here. While we're here, don't worry, we're also going to grab some iron since I'm already making the damn trip. So far, I gotta say the boar has sort of let me down. Also, I don't know why I can't access this. Like, why aren't you? Ah, son of a. Do you see what I see? That is an unfinished block. Fudge. Oh, that explains it. That explains it. Okay, well, I wonder if... No, I don't have any answers. I don't know what the heck's going on with this thing. I don't know why Bob's not finishing it. I don't know why anything's not happening. But we've got all the ice out of this dumb machine. I mean, that I love greatly, and hopefully will be my trusty steed in the future once it finally gets enough juice to be useful. Ouch, that hurts. Get some silver. I need a vent controller in this thing so it stops mining once it's full. Although it's not wasting energy at this point because it's just a... Yeah, it's just a tower of crap. But... Ooh, okay, what am I trying to do? Hurt myself? Okay. I'll take this guy home and do all the things that I have to do for that, which is going to be mega ultra super frustrating, I think. And then I guess we're going to wrap it. I wanted to get more done today, honestly. I thought I could. And maybe I will. Maybe I'll look at this and I'll say, you know what? I got time. I got extra time to do some things and stuff and things and other things and other stuff and other things. And that's the things that I could do. Maybe. Or I'll lose my mind and we'll all go crazy together. Yay. Um, yeah, I didn't. The surgery thing kind of came out of nowhere, and it was like, hey, we can't do this until November. And I was like, cool, I got some time. I'll probably spend some time like making sure I've got some recording done and different things like that. And then they call me back and they're like, hey, we had a cancellation. What about tomorrow? Okay, thanks. Like just without even trying. Like didn't even not even for a second. They were just like, yeah. So I guess this is a good hauler for that stuff. Although except for not having access to the um not having proper access to the to cargo on this ship outside of from the top was a mistake, and I could probably do this thing better, pretty sufficiently. But it's my first like cool big rover. I love the way it looks. It's too much heavy armor, but I love it. It's good for all things. Great camping miner. Obviously, I have thrusters on it because I was tired of getting stuck on hills, and this thing weighs too damn much. But that's okay. Sometimes you gotta weigh too much to weigh too little. Science. But like Lotus, add lightness, except for we add heaviness. So like add weight, or I don't know. We're not like Lotus. We could be, but we're not. Yeah. I'm glad that we decided to run out of juice this close to home as opposed to, it could have been way worse, I suppose. Could have been way worse. Okay. All the stuff is out of that. We've got, you know, some things to do. We're fed. We're gonna go inside and heal up. Maybe. He, he, this base is plagued. I'm almost sure of it. I'm pretty sure we're haunted. That's what I think. You guys probably don't agree with me, but yeah, we're gonna. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this the way. Let's go out as we started. First, we hydroman to this signal, and we're gonna do that in style by putting away everything, and we're gonna fly this way. Here we go. Anybody? I'm gonna get copyrighted for John Williams. No? Anybody? No? Me? Just me. Okay, cool. Ah, man, guys, what a day. What a fun, not at all weird day. Nothing bad happened at all. That's interesting. Look how this thing landed. That's kind of incredible, actually. Hey, mushrooms. We definitely can't find those on this planet. Shall we check one more time before we sign off and see if the board is complete? Let's go. Lift off. Oh, don't do that. Don't be stupid. Dare to be stupid. How we doing, buddy? Are you okay? Okay, let's go here and do the batteries. Put them on auto. Now let's. No, huh? What is going on? I feel like the big engine's just not thrusting. Like, this thing definitely. Okay, let's do this. Let's turn this off. We're going to save, and I'm going to copy pasta this guy in. We're gonna try to save, and we're gonna lag, and then we're gonna copy pasta. And we're gonna see if there's something going on with this thing because I don't understand what's happening with it. So, creative mode has been enabled. Can you guys see that when that screen's open? Yeah, you can. Okay, good. Okay. Creative mode engaged. Okay, now batteries. All the batteries good. They're all set to auto. Okay, so that's interesting. What if we did, bear with me for a second. 9. I need a place to stack this really quick. Just for a split second. Okay. Uranium. We're going to put in 100 ingots. Just Got the juice. There's 100 ingots in there. What is going on with this thing? Is it just because the batteries aren't charged? What? I don't understand. Okay, well, yeah, it's just the batteries are not charged. So, delete this thing. We're gonna turn off creative mode. Yes. Um, I might be able to. Here's what I can do. I can put a small one on. I can't do a big one, but I can put a small one right here, just for a second. And that's what I'm gonna go do real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so we definitely can make the reactor components, which is great. Checking inventory, we're gonna go to uranium. We definitely have at least 25 uranium. We can build this thing and at least get it recharging that way, and that's going to be, we brought a bunch of uranium down. This is fine. I don't plan to keep this on the bore. I don't know what's going on. All I know is it's frustrating the P-wad out of me, and that is never good. So we're going to put this guy up there. We're going to stick all the stuff we can in there, and then we're going to say, okay.
Ship fuel low.
Oh yeah, is it low? You don't say. Let's
Ship fuel low.
mag
Ship fuel low.
battery.
Ship fuel low.
Okay, I'm gonna stick them all on recharge. These two are still on discharge. Perfect. We're just gonna let this thing charge up. That's what's gonna happen. All right, guys. Well, you know what they say. We've still got creative off. We do. You guys saw it here. Yeah, here. That's what you do. Character emotes. I need a face palm instead of a stretch today. Yeah, there you go. I can't facepalm. That's because why would you be able to? Finger guns? Nah. I don't know. Angry. Can I do that one? Ah, that's right. I'm angry. Bah. Guys, I appreciate you coming along. Let me know what you think about in terms of making an episode for next week or trying to play with just a controller with my arm in a sling and seeing how I play. Let me know if I should take a day off. Maybe I should take a hiatus. I think I'll be able to get Tuesdays out for sure. It's Fridays I'm concerned about, and then any ones after that. I will check the community thing. I will be posting there. If I can't, I'll try to make community posts saying, hey guys, I'm going to be a little delayed on all this stuff. You know, we'll see how it goes, and wish me luck. And you know what? I will catch you later, taters. And as always, be kind and stay ornery. Bye.